All right, so what's going on, guys? So we're gonna be doing the install on the 9th gen relocation kit. I'm gonna show you guys how to install it step by step, in case you're gonna be buying one of these relocation trays. So let's get to it and show you what you gotta do in order to install. So the whole purpose of it, relocating the battery to under the passenger headlight, is pretty much to clean up the engine bay and get rid of from the stock location, which is over here. We're gonna be mounted it right here on the bottom. And again, a lot of people do put them in the trunk, but it is not the best case scenario. We're going to be putting them here. It's a lot easier to get to, even though it has it with the bumper, but we're going to be actually putting these things on later onto his car, so he doesn't have to take off the bumper anytime he wants to jump the car if it does have any battery issues. Okay, but for the meantime, I'm gonna show you how the battery relocation is going to be going. There is a few things that you got to trim in order to make it fit. So let me show you real quick. So this is only meant for OEM battery. So this is the R51. So one of the first things you have to do in order to install the battery, you're gonna have to remove the OEM washer fluid bottle that goes over here in this location. Okay, so it's a very tight fit. I will tell you right now, if you're going to be getting one of these, the fitment is very tight. Being able to keep the fender liner and fog lights and everything working properly has been very difficult. We've been working on it for weeks now, just trying to make it work as OEM and as bolt-on as possible. So you will see what we had to do, but I'll show you in details how to install it. So you can see here, this is one of the mock-ups that we have here. We've been pretty much prototyping. We have another one on the floor. We have another one right here. So we've been trying to figure out the best way to make it fit, and the battery is able to slide forward and back. As you can see here, we have slotted some holes right there. So in order to install this battery tray, you will have to trim this area right here. As you can see, we'll post a video of us cutting it. You guys can get a better idea how much we had to cut. It's not much at all whatsoever. You will have to cut this little piece as well right here, and another one right here, in order for the battery to sit in there as flush as possible. So we're gonna go ahead and mock this one up and show you how it will look once it's installed. All right, so the very first thing we're gonna be putting on is gonna be this piece right here. It's gonna go into this slot right here. So the whole purpose of it is to be going just like so. You can see here. I'm gonna go ahead and bolt it on right here to this spot right here. You can see. So we're gonna go ahead and put it on. So the way you're gonna be putting on is gonna be going this way, so you can see here the way we did it, and you're able to move it forward or back. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put the battery tray on, show you how to do it as well. So the way the battery tray has to go in there, there's gonna be a spacer, it's gonna be a washer and a bolt. So it has to go in just like so. So you can see here, hold the bolt, and then the spacer is gonna go just in the back of it. It will give you a longer bolt. This is just the one we have right here for mock-up. As you can see, it's a little bit short, but that's going to be the bolt going right up top. We're going to go ahead and bolt it up. Then again, you can see here, it has the spacers, the space for the bolts to go, the battery either go forward or back. All right, so we got the bolt up there up top. You can see here. So now we're going to be doing this one. So now this one's, I do have some Allen bolts. They're going to be some flat washers in a way. You'll see it on the website. That way you can get a better idea, but it's not going to be with the bolt sticking up like that, because it does hit the battery a little bit. But again, this is just a mock-up to show you how to do it. So we're going to be going like this. It's going to be the spacer behind it. Make sure you put the spacers on. That helps reinforce the the back of the tray. So we're going to put that on and then put this one last. All right, so we got the bolt on right here, as you can see, and now we just got a last one right here we're gonna do. Make sure you put the spacer behind. You can see there a little bit. I'm gonna try to zoom. Yep, there you go. So then we're gonna be doing this one right here. We're gonna put the bolt and then a nut in the back. See here in the back, just like so. All right, so we got the battery in here. You can see we have the negative on this side right here. Let me see if I can zoom in. All right, coming onto here to the ground. Okay, right to the location. We have the positive right here. Then we're running the cable all the way around to the front to the positive charge onto the this side right here. You can see now the cables are separately if you want to buy them, but either you can make your own or you can be able to buy this ones right here. They're loomed up. They come with the terminals and they come with the covers as well. You can see here. So to give you a quick idea. Now we just got to finish this right here. We're about to cut it and bolt up the battery. That is the last little piece. Put the bumpers on, and we already have test fitted everything. We're just doing this for video purpose, but just so you guys can see how everything is. All right. You can hear a ricer going by.
That was considered shit.
Yeah. All right, so there you go, boys. We're gonna go ahead and finish this and show you that, and I should be able to cover the whole video for it. All right, so you can see here, this is the final product that we have. We ended up putting the last little piece. You guys didn't see this, but you can see here, it goes onto here like so. Ties down to here, and then the last piece goes in like so to keep the battery from going up and down. Now it's gonna come with all new hardware. This is just hardware that we have here right now. Obviously, if you want the ground kit, it will come with it. It has the cover for it and the black cover for negative and positive. Now, in order to fit the fender liner, you will have to trim it a little bit in the back in order to fit just perfectly flush. Just keep that in mind. I will show you once we put the bumper on what we had to actually cut right here in the back in order to keep it. But other than that, you can see here all the work that we actually went over and cover. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the bumper on and show you the last piece of it. But there you go. All right, so another piece that we added, I know you guys saw us add the bracket up top, so we also added another bracket here on the bottom. See if you can see it. It's right there. Now the bracket is going to be slotted as well, like I said up top. This is the last minute piece that we just added. This is to reinforce the battery. Pretty much the mounting points are all up top. We decided to add another one to the bottom, just from keeping the battery from flexing. We noticed when we added the bottom one, it actually went way better. So there's going to be another one there. You can see there's originally a mounting hole already there. Okay, you can see there. And then there's the L bracket with the bolt. Okay, just like so. So keep that in mind. Bracket here in the bottom, bolt, spacer, and same thing for the top, okay? So we got the bumper back on. You guys can see this. I'll go under the side and the bottom of it. You can see so the bottom of this, we actually didn't trim nothing. Let's see if we can show you this. So you can see the tray right there. And what we ended up trimming is just this little section right here. As you can see if it lies. There you go. That is the only piece that we had to do. Now you can move the battery tray forward, but he really can't because he has the bigger, what are the HIDs called? LEDs with the fan on it, so he's not able to push the battery tray all the way forward, so we had to leave it right there. But if you have regular bulbs, you shouldn't have an issue to push the battery tray forward and not have to trim the fender liner. But you can see here, we got the whole bumper on, just like OEM if it would. All right, so there you go, guys. Appreciate you guys watching the video.